Greetings, friends and family. This is a Walk, Ride, Fly coming to you live from the border between Inwood and Washington Heights in Manhattan. And today is Sunday, March 5th, 2023, and the time is around 2:45 p.m. local time, and the temperature is warm, beautiful, 52 Fahrenheit. Look at that. We are in March, and no rain, no clouds, nothing. No snow. It's as beautiful as it can get. And that train that you're seeing right there is the one train going downtown, all the way to South Ferry. The one train to South Ferry is approaching the station. I'm standing on Dyckman Street as we speak. Let me say hello to a couple of people here before I start, all right? First things first, greetings to you, Kevin Jongling. Greetings. I guess this is a good time for our friends in Europe, right? This is a good time to join. Greetings to you, Tina, Alex Mondeli, Cindy Mondeli, Neil Bell on Earth, Human Hysteria, Emma in Montana, Shirley Jackson in New Orleans. We have somebody from New Orleans. Greetings to you, Gluten Free. I see Lisa Copolino, MD Arif. Greetings to you, Lauren Peters. Lauren Peters is saying, hello, Rob. Hope you'll have a good Sunday afternoon. I'll watch your walk, not until the end because I must work early on Monday. Good luck. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Lauren Peters. All the way in the Netherlands. I see Jessica as well. Greetings to you. Hello, hello. I see Terry T. I see Treston Miller. Gita Monsieur. Hello. I haven't seen you for some time. Greetings to you, Miriam. It is a beautiful Sunday indeed. I'm doing all right. I haven't had any coffee yet, but you know, I can't complain. As you can see, it's a beautiful day. It's a perfect temperature, the way I like it. 52 degrees, you know, in the 50s and 60s. That's my temperature. That's my weather. That's what I like. Greetings to you, Directress Lady Tucker, all the way in Michigan. Greetings to you. Beautiful sun, and we still have snow, but God is with us good. God is still good. That is true. I agree. Indeed. Bill Foley from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Hello, Scranton, Pennsylvania. I see Tarnasha Sicharan from Trinidad and Tobago. You guys got done with the carnival, huh? You guys were like partying for what, a month? I see Lyndhurst too. Welcome back, Lyndhurst. Nice seeing you. I see Damian Rickett from Mississippi. And I see Dennis as well. Greetings to you, Dennis. I see LB. I see JRB as well from Connecticut. I also see Tina Roybeck. Greetings to all of you. Okay, so today I have a lot to show you. I need to show you a lot of things, so I need to get going. But before that, let me just show you what the vibe looks like over here. What it looks like around Dyckman Street. We are ways away from Midtown Manhattan today, and the Lower Manhattan, of course. We are on Dyckman Street, so we have passed Upper Manhattan. I know I didn't get a chance to change the title, but we are on the border between Washington Heights neighborhood and Inwood neighborhood. But today we're going to be focusing on Inwood. All right. Greetings to you, James Andrew at Potke. Greetings. Oh, you're good, bro. You're good. Greetings to all of you. And I see PK as well. I'm gonna show you one of my go-to restaurants in this neighborhood. One of my absolute favorites in New York, actually. It is a Venezuelan restaurant. They kind of got like street food style food from Venezuela. Let me show you what they got. Show you what they have. Yes, we are on Dyckman Street, Isaiah Timotana Way. Here you'll find a lot of Dominican restaurants and also Venezuelan restaurants. And the foods are cheap and delicious, my friends. The foods are delicious. And most of the food that you'll find here is usually less than $15. My favorite go-to spot in this neighborhood is this one right here. I have been here so many times. I would go out of my way to come here, especially late night. Especially during my college years. I would come here and get my grub on for less than $15. I would get like a great portion, you know, maybe patacon burger or something, or cachapas, something delicious from here. And usually it is less than $15. They got a lot of good stuff, but they're usually playing loud music, so I don't want to walk in at this moment. And also, they are open very, very late. I believe at least until like 4 in the morning, at least. So yeah, you could stop by here late at night, very late at night, although it gets really busy at times. You might have to wait for a little while to pick up your food. There's a lot of businesses here, discount stores, optometrist, dentist, you name it. You can find everything within one block. You can find a CVS, you can even find like Mexican food, empanadas. There's some, I believe there's some nightclubs, barbershops, a vet, a nail salon, a massage spot, a pizzeria. Greetings to you, Michelle. Pizza Heroes. And then our good old CVS is right across the street. I've only been to that CVS maybe twice. But they got all the good stuff like the other CVS locations. I see a bakery right across the street. I don't know anything about that one. I've never tried that one. Maybe one of these days I'll give it a try. Super windy. If it's too windy, let me know, okay? I can put the external mic and reduce the noise. It's gonna go in and out, but it's probably not gonna be that bad. Anyway, let's cross the street. Let's see what that place is all about. Ah, this has to be a new one. I've never seen this one before. This is an empanada spot. Let's see what they got. Ooh, look at that. Nice. Hi, hola, how you doing? Is this new? I've never seen it before. Nice. Nice. Do you have beef empanadas? Can I use a card? Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, I'll get a beef empanada. All right. Thank you so much. When did you guys open? A few weeks ago, okay. I usually like go to Cachapa, so like I don't remember seeing this one.
Okay, maybe because we didn't have the sign. Hola, hola.
Ah, I see.
Maybe
so
for that
much.
reason. You work.
Appreciate it.
You work. Hola, mami, ¿cómo estás?
Look at that, they got a beef empanada here. I haven't had any breakfast or anything, so I'm gonna munch on this one. Getting something, yep. I'm getting an empanada. Except that the music is too loud, so I don't know if you can hear me. I'm gonna mute in and out, okay? Greetings to you, Sergio from Valencia, Spain. All right, friends. The music is kind of loud, so I don't know. I might get a copyright. But yeah, they have a few things. I think some of them are filled with cheese. Some of them are just beef empanadas. Some of them are chicken empanadas. And some of them are... Oh, I have to sign, right? Thank you.
Oh, let me tell you something. They normally cost $2.50.
Okay.
But if you buy something less than 7, we have to charge 50.
For service. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, $3? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, no worries.
Thank you. And your
Thank you.
pin, please.
All right. What does that mean? Cancela? Oh,
Oh, your pin?
the pin.
And then...
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like trying to figure out what the Spanish word was saying.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Processing. Yeah, it's approved.
Good. Oh,
Would you like your
good.
receipt? You see $3?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I see. Okay, yeah, so the service fee is just 50 cents.
Less than 7.
Less
If
than
it is
7.
more than 7, yeah, no, we don't charge.
I see. It's okay, no problem. No
Okay,
problem.
thank you so much.
I was kind of hungry, so I need that empanada.
Okay, let
Thank
me know
you.
if you like. I know we love it.
Thank you. I'll definitely come back. I
Okay,
appreciate
thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much again. All right. And this is a different kind of empanada too. Like a little different, right? Because usually the ones that I see are like the shape is a little different. And this one, I've never seen this kind of empanada before.
You will love it for sure.
Awesome. Thank you. This Mexican style or
It's Dominican style.
Dominican style?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Have you been there?
No, never.
Okay, you will love it if you want.
Oh, I've seen a lot of pictures and videos. It's a beautiful place. Very, very beautiful place. Very relaxed, calm place, right?
Yeah, everybody's smiling.
Everybody happy, unlike New York.
Yeah.
All right, gracias. All right, take care. All right, friends. We got the empanada. Oh, it's actually good. It's a little sweet. I think they added some ketchup or something, or maybe some type of like a sweet sauce. Yeah, it's kind of like a deep dish empanada, right? But pretty good though. I like the crusty exterior, and then the inside is a bit sweet. I prefer, you know, spicy when it comes to savory foods, but this looks good, right? I usually get you know, the typical empanadas. I've never seen this type of empanada before. I was like, oh, is this from like some region of Mexico? Because the name of the place or the entrance to the place had a Mexican flag. So that's why I was wondering. But anyway, we got it. We got it. I was starving, friends. Oh my Lord. Oh my goodness, I did not get a chance to eat today. There's another one over here. Perista Cafe. Well, well, well. Look at that, there's another one here too. We'll try this one another time. Yeah, it's for another time. I'm gonna chew on this really quickly so that we can get going, because we have a lot to see today. Greetings to you, Aisha. I see Justine. I see Eugene as well. Greetings. Yeah, this one is the Dominican style beef empanadas, and I'm glad there's no cheese on it. Delicioso. Delicioso. Muy delicioso. She was right. This is good. Greetings to you. Hello, mate. So now we are on Sherman Avenue. We are in Inwood. Oh, I'm sorry. We're on the border between Inwood and the Washington Heights neighborhoods of Manhattan. So Inwood is the northernmost tip of Manhattan, and Washington Heights is right next to it. So right now we are on the border. We are on the border between the two neighborhoods. Today, like I said, we're going to be focusing on Inwood. Barb Filer, how you doing? Barb is saying you're making me hungry. I hope you guys are eating something. It's Sunday. You're probably at home, right? Make sure to pick up something to eat, because I haven't had any food today all day. Like I said, I didn't even have coffee or anything, so I had to grab this one. But I hope you're eating too. I hope you are munching on something. Greetings to you, Judith. Directress Lady Tucker is saying, what are you drinking with it, Rob? Right now, nothing. Just munching on the empanada for now. Oh, hey, there's another bakery here that I have never seen before. Bizoccio Dominicano. This is a Dominican bakery as well. Oh, that's very nice. Maybe we have time. We'll stop by. You can also find different kinds of bars, restaurants in this neighborhood, and here we have Pisco Bar. This is a Peruvian bar slash restaurant. Tucan, that's the name of it. I think it's like a Chinese Peruvian fusion. Lots of Hispanic influence there. Yes, there's a big Dominican community, Mexican community as well. Some Venezuelans. All right, friends. We have addressed the problem. We have addressed the issue. The issue of hunger has been addressed. You're eating spiced caramel popcorn. Nice. That sounds good too. That sounds very good. Delicious. Saludos to you, Antonio Mercado. Greetings. So now we're heading to Broadway, and then we're gonna cross Broadway and see a few things, and go all the way to the end of Manhattan, to the tip of Manhattan. As you can see, a lot of Dwayne Reeds have been going out of business throughout the city. Unfortunately. This is the part of New York that you normally don't see, on TV, on social media, you know? We gotta show you everything. Munching on Evian mineral water, that's it? El feeling left out? Oh, you gotta grab something, my friend. This is the Dyckman Street subway station. We have more Dominican restaurants, Peruvian restaurants, some Chinese restaurants, some Thai restaurants. But mostly Dominican and Puerto Rican restaurants. This is Papacito. This is a Mexican grill. This is a Mexican restaurant. We have Tao here. We also have some Cuban restaurants in this neighborhood. Where are the Joker stairs? I've never been to those. I gotta look it up. I have never been to those. Mama Sushi. Wait a minute. So how many Mama Sushi locations are there? I know at least 3. Interesting. Guess they're doing pretty well. They're expanding pretty fast. Fede from Argentina. Saludos, saludos. Greetings to you, Alex and Cindy Mandeli as well. Rolo 6932. Greetings to you. Eman Montana saying I had a taco. Nice. Taco's good. Miriam is saying, did they have any vegetarian options other than the fruits? Not sure. I usually forget to ask about vegetarian options. I'll remember to do that. But you know, the good thing in these types of neighborhoods is that there's always an option. Always. Hassan B, I'm just seeing you right now, my friend. How you doing? Mr. Robert, how are you doing? Been a while. I'm doing all right. Taking it one day at a time. How are you doing? Are you still in Bahrain? This is another very, very popular restaurant. Never been here though, but everybody raves about it. This is Mama Juana. This is Mama Juana Cafe. A good spot for a late night out, I guess. Maybe after exploring the city, exploring the neighborhood. This is a good option. This looks like it would be an amazing spot during summertime, right? Directress Lady Tucker is saying I'll be eating fried chicken and breast in 30 minutes. Nice. It's getting ready, huh? Fide F is saying the Joker stairs are in the Bronx. I've seen you mention it a few times, but I've never really looked into it. Great restaurant over here, Seawalk. These guys are known for their happy hour. That is a parking, by the way. That building right there, that's a parking. That's a parking center. Right here we have a public park. As you know, we have 1,700 parks in New York City that are open to the public. We do have some private parks. And we also have some private public partnership parks. I'll show you one park that you might not even have thought about or heard of. I'll show it to you. Wait a minute. I think it might be time to plug in the external mic, right? Wait a minute, look at that. New York City Parks and Recreation. I didn't know they got electric cars. Look at that. Well. Look at that, Europe. Look at that, Netherlands. Norway, Denmark. See what we're doing? Mustang. We got a Mustang. Electric Mustang for the New York City Parks and Recreation. Fancy too. We are fancy like you guys. It's a bit windy, okay. We'll fix it. We'll fix it, no problem at all. Wind, no problem. Rain, no problem. Snow, no problem at all. But friends and family, let me see, a show of hands. How many people have liked this video already? We have 350 people. How many have liked this video already? This is Inwood Hill Park Trail, part of Inwood Hill Park. Have you ever heard of Inwood Hill Park? This is also part of Manhattan, and if you look right here, that right there by the bridge, by the Henry Hudson Bridge right there, is the tip of Manhattan. And this park right here, Inwood Hill Park, it's about 196 acres, about a third of Central Park, and it's a little hidden gem. And it is a natural park. Unlike Central Park. Central Park is man-made. A lot of people don't know that. Central Park was built by man, humans. This is natural. And it has the last remaining forest in the city. Natural forest, I should say, in the city. We'll check it out maybe if we have time. We'll see. But there's a lot to see here, so bear with me. Directress Lady Tucker saying, I liked when I came on, Rob. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Friends and family, make sure to remember to do that. If you want to see more streams like this one, be sure to share, to like and share. Oh, look at that. We've got a little water fountain coming down from a creek. So yeah, summertime, you know, Central Park is probably going to be very busy, very crowded most of the time, like it always is. So you can escape to Inwood Hill Park. You can go to Pelham Bay Park in the Bronx, which is the biggest park in the city, by the way. Greetings to you, Roxanne Robles. Greg Spow is saying use external mic. I'm using the mic right now. Is it too bad? Is it still bad? Let me know. Oh, man. Yeah, so humanitarian. Unlike you know Central Park, it's natural. I want to take you here. I want to show you. This is Inwood Hill Park. You see this little hidden gem? This is still part of Manhattan, friends. This is still part of New York City. New New York City is a big city. It is a lot bigger than Midtown Manhattan and Lower Manhattan. And a walking distance from here is the Met, the cloisters. One of the Met museums that's dedicated to medieval art and culture. It's only a walking distance from here. You can also come here, you know, especially in the spring, during the cherry blossom season. This is one of the best places to hang out. Less crowded, less known, except with these folks who come here and hang out all the time. Hello, how you doing? Just saying hello. Not trying to scare you or anything. Just saying hello. How's everybody? Rob, you're not singing today? Oh no, not today. Maybe after a full meal and coffee or something, you know. Maybe. What's going on? These guys fight sometimes. They fight dirty. These guys fight dirty sometimes. It's a bit crazy. I guess the Canadian geese, possibly. They're eating, they're munching. Or you can take that, you know, boardwalk right there and enjoy some views of, you know, New Jersey right across the river, or the George Washington Bridge, which you can see at a distance. That place right there, right across the street, that green place is New Jersey, aka the Garden State. Gak, gak. Gak, gak. Okay, so that was a little bit of Inwood Park, and over here you can find a few places to do sporting activities: baseball, basketball, tennis. Oh, not tennis actually. Baseball, I think basketball, and just a trail. Canadians are always correcting me that it's Canada geese, not Canadian geese. Just FYI. Ah, I see. Good to know. Don't want to offend the Canadians. Don't want to offend the Canadians. We got to get our maple syrup, my friend. We don't want no interruption with our maple syrup supply. Right? You know what? Let's go and enjoy the view just a little bit because it's sunny. I know it's super windy. Can you hear me though? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Barbecue, seafood, and sushi. How you doing?
You doing a video?
Yeah, streaming.
It looks so great.
Huh?
This looks great.
I've never been here before. I mean, I've seen it, but
exploring. And
nice.
You know what?
Uh-huh.
We go up to the lighthouse. It's like they should have electric bikes there.
Is it easy to get there to the lighthouse?
You know, the little red
Yeah, the only one, right? The only one left. Yeah. Is it easy to get there? Not so easy.
It's from the west side. It's easy. You just keep riding.
Uh-huh.
But then there's a hill.
Ah, I see.
And so it's like then you want the electric bike because you go. Then it's Washington Heights.
There is a reason, right? It's
like
Washington
you go
Heights.
Up and up and up.
Are these guys open now, or is it
I don't
closed?
think so. But
Ah,
it's
okay.
fantastic. And they said community sailing right around the corner. Outstanding community sailing.
See, I've walked by a couple of times, but never like had a chance to like stop by and look at it.
When do you think it opens?
Summertime, definitely, or spring, at least
Spring.
mid-spring. Yeah, I've seen it open like mid-spring all the way to like the end of the summer. But
It looks special. It looks like what a nice destination.
Yeah.
Come here, rest, go back.
and then a nice view, you know, of New
electric
Jersey
bike,
and
it's like-
Hudson.
Yeah, it's like going fast.
And when they only have electric bikes, I think it's free. So,
Nice. How much do you pay per hour for that one?
oh well, we had
Annual membership of 150.
150. That's it.
I think
And-
a year.
it's almost 200 now,
And then you ride it for 45 minutes
Free. but not
So-
the electric. But
And then
Not the
you
electric,
pay
you
per.
more. But you can, if you park it
Yes.
and pick up another, still free.
yeah.
No way. So you could do it every 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, just find a place.
But they will charge you a little more for the electrics. Like they won't
Like
have
$2, and it's addictive.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
mean,
the-
like it's not bad at all. $2
No,
is
no,
not
it's
bad.
It's not
Yeah, it's
bad.
very good.
It's
and
very
sometimes
good.
it's
And they
being-
take
being
care of
stuck
them.
in traffic.
They take you don't
Yeah.
have to deal with anything.
You just park it,
And
leave
they're
it,
safe.
you know, and they
They're
charge
so
it. Yeah.
wide, you're
Nice.
not looking at the road.
Potholes, yeah.
You don't have to look.
Quite sturdy.
You're not going fast.
See, they all look similar. I didn't even know this was electric.
Oh,
That
yeah.
makes the thing.
Nice.
That's how
It's a
you
little
know.
battery pack.
And there's some that are like
The
super
white
electric.
ones.
The
That
white
makes
ones are
it-
even faster.
They go like 18 miles an hour. It's like a
I've seen people do like crazy
Yeah.
stuff with those. I've seen them like do tricks and stuff. I'm like, that's a bit too much,
We're
you know.
planning to go to Montreal. They have a lot of bikes. I said, Mike, we're doing electric. We want to see the whole city.
Oh, Montreal is beautiful, my friend.
Right?
It is a
I went
beautiful
there,
city.
they said they're
Very nice people too.
These have 3 gears. Montreal's 7. 7
Hell yeah.
gears and electric. It's gonna be like
I'm gonna
for
be
a week of
flying.
bike riding, yeah. In June 1st.
June, that's a good
My
time.
nephew said 3 months of the year it's one of the most beautiful cities in the world.
Yeah, I was there in March and it was really cold, but it was still like there's a lot to see, great people, great
It
environment. Just
reminds you of New York. The mixture of people. That's what I mean.
maybe not. I don't know. Not
Not
really.
quite?
Not quite there. No, New York is something else. New York is another level.
Yeah.
But Montreal, you'll love it. Like there's just so much to do. A lot of history, great
I think
people.
it's getting, you know, I was there a lot before. It was industrial. Now it's not. It's just, now it's so, it feels great.
That's right. Especially the downtown area. It's
Right.
very developed and it's very nice.
On the bike riding.
It's kind of like Europe. It's a little bit of Europe, like you
And a
know,
little bit of
within
bike riding.
Canada. All right, my friend. Enjoy. Have a good one. All right, friends. This is the Dykeman Marina right here. Well, to those of you who appreciate nice views, quiet areas that are less crowded, there you go. This is the Dykeman Marina in Dykeman Heights, or Washington Heights. That is the George Washington Bridge across from us. And that is New Jersey. Right across the Hudson River. This is the Hudson River. All right, Greg Spow. So how's the wind noise? Abixarla is saying Inwood Hill Park is nice and the apartments are bigger in northern Manhattan, Inwood. I agree, absolutely. Way better. Although the cost of living, rent prices have gone up in Inwood as well. So about a year ago, you could have gotten a one-bedroom apartment for like $1,900, and now it's at least $2,300 at least. So yeah. Prices have gone up, but still, you know, you get more for your money, you get more space. Yeah, and I would say cleaner than most parts of Manhattan. Definitely. It's gone? Perfect. All right. I plugged in the external mic, so. And then we have the other side of the restaurant right there. Wouldn't it be nice to just chill here, you know, when it's like 70 degrees outside, eating some food, drinking some coffee, hanging out with friends, right? Miguel Velasquez, yes, this is near Dykeman Heights. I keep saying Dykeman Heights. Washington Heights. Washington Heights has the biggest Dominican community outside of Dominican Republic. That is true. You'll see a lot of great Dominican restaurants, cafes, bakeries, everything. Businesses. Wind and water. And some seafood too. This is a seafood restaurant. I've seen it a few times, but haven't had a chance to try their food. Hey, you can also take a picture. You can also take a picture here. You can do one of those. Hello. Can you see me? Are you able to see me? Z-Bulb, how you doing? Fabio Neymar from Brazil. Greetings to you. Let's cross the street here. It's a selfie booth. That's right. Gotta do a selfie. Ana Kovac, greetings to you as well, all the way in Brazil. Kathy Lee, greetings. Who are you watching from, Kathy? I don't think I've seen you before. Z-Bulb is saying, doing great. Here, Rob, digging out from a foot of snow from yesterday. Where are you? Are you in upstate Canada? You have to be in upstate or Canada. One of the two. We have Alex from Stockton Tees, England. Where in England is Stockton Tees? Would you mind telling me where it's located? It's unbelievable how there are so many CubeSmart locations nowadays. These guys are doing very well. This company is doing, not just this company, but most storage units are doing very well. And guess what? A lot of people apparently abandon their storage rooms. And they end up auctioning them. And some people take that opportunity to find some hidden treasure. See? There's another one right next to CubeSmart. This one is Manhattan Mini Storage. Right next to CubeSmart, there is a Manhattan Mini Storage. You've never heard of CubeSmart? Oh, I guess if you live like in the suburb, then you probably haven't heard of it. It's usually in bigger cities. In the suburbs, you probably have another brand. You know how, some brands dominate certain cities or certain types of cities. And then other brands, you know, dominate, like, you know, the suburbs and the sparsely populated areas. It could be that. All right. We have a parking here. See how cheap parking is on this side? Only $8. Only $8, and this is what it looks like. Space is very, very valuable in New York. See how many cars we fit in one slot? Let's see what the monthly rate is. See? Judith, look at this. The monthly rate over here is only $500. On Park Avenue, how much was it? 1,012, right? That's the one I remember. That was the one I remembered. 1,012 for a month. The other day was 27 plus an hour. I believe it. I believe it. Okay, let's go down this way because I see something interesting. Kevin Hoover is saying your English accent is almost as good as Dick Van Dyke's. Who's that? Who is that? Who is Dick Van Dyke? Is he as British as me? Is he as English as I am? We have a pet grooming location. I see an interesting structure at the end of the street. So let's see what it is. Let's find out. I'm thinking it's a church. This is Riverside Drive. See how completely quiet it is on this side? This is still part of New York City, friends. Ah, Latter-day Saints Church. Interesting. I could have guessed, like, looking at the top and the type of architecture. This is Church of Latter-day Saints. This is LDS Church. Wow, nice. Visitors welcome, but the door's closed. The door's closed. Renee Zakari saying, I was thinking you wouldn't know who he is. Is he popular? Is he famous? Dick Van Dyke, legendary actor and performer. Ah. Emma, I don't know who that is. I really don't. Dick Van Dyke? I mean, the name sounds Dutch. Is he Dutch? Right in here we have apartment buildings. New York City apartment buildings. He worked with Mary Tyler Moore. I see. I think I might have seen a picture of Mary Tyler Moore. I think I have. Check out the original Mary Poppins. I see. Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins, is that the umbrella girl? Because somebody called, like, you know, because of there was this type of umbrella that I had, and then somebody said, oh, you look like Mary Poppins. And I went home and looked it up. Like, what do you mean, Mary Poppins? but I understood what the person meant based on the little highlights that I read. Anyway, let's keep going. There's a lot to see here. Kareem, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Another Sunday in New York. Trying to make the best of the day. As you can see, the day's beautiful. Clear skies. 52-degree weather. So here we are. Exploring, learning, making new friends. You know how it is. Okay, we are back to Broadway, and then we're gonna go all the way up. There's a lot to see here today, so bear with me. I don't want to lose you. Of course, you know, regardless of what neighborhood it is, there is a Starbucks. This is the entrance, the other entrance to the Dyckman Street subway station. Look at that. Would you be confident enough to go down this way like 3 in the morning? Just kidding, you'll be fine. Just kidding, I don't want to scare you. This is a creperie. A creperie. Yeah, I certainly think Starbucks is gonna take over the world. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. What is that? Jonas B is asking, what's your favorite neighborhood? My favorite neighborhood would be the Upper West Side. That is my absolute favorite neighborhood in New York City. Greg Sprouse saying that building had cellular antennas, that's why no towers. I see. Last time I was in this neighborhood, this thing was barely like 2 stories. Look at where it is right now. These guys keep building, they keep building, they keep putting, they keep plugging. And see where it is now. I think it's gonna be an apartment building, if I'm not mistaken. Judith is saying I haven't been up here in so long. Yeah, this is like one of the neighborhoods that you don't, visit unless you really have to, or maybe unless you live here, right? There's some things to see, but it's just way out of the way. Ways out of the way, so it's like you have to have a good reason. All right, first things first. One of my favorite coffee shops in this neighborhood is this one right here, Kuro Kirin. I don't know in what language it is, but they do have some good coffee. I don't know what Kuro Kirin means, but they do got some good coffee here. And good vibes too. Good people, very relaxed. Very small space, but the coffee is really good. Anyway, we also have 99-cent store here. Let's see. Greetings to you, Adriana Rodriguez. Hello. This is what a 99-cent store looks like in New York City. They have everything here. And especially for the holiday season, they usually have Christmas trees, Halloween decorations. You can also buy household goods. Everything. For a lot cheaper than you would in other markets, of course. Broadway, Academy Street. Academy Street. There's a few Chinese restaurants, laundromat. You can also get your taxes done. IRS authorized e-file provider. There you go. Oh, it's Japanese? Ah. What does that mean? Google Translate says Kiro Kirin is a Japanese for black Kirin? What is a Kirin? That one is a high school right there. Directress Lady Tucker is asking, do they have good cappuccinos? They do, they do. Their coffee is really good. Excellent coffee. Very, very good coffee. I had their espresso a few times when I had to come to this neighborhood, and it's pretty good. It is delicious, and my friends had cappuccino, and they liked it. Bocadito! Well, Bocadito is like all jazzled and everything. This is a bistro. Another popular spot in the neighborhood. That building right across the street is a school. For those of you who are wondering what schools look like in New York City, that is an example of what a public school looks like in New York City. That is PS 176. SLC is saying a Starbucks open a store every 9 hours in China. I believe it. I think I've told you guys this a couple of weeks ago. I said, you know, the Chinese market is the biggest market for Starbucks now. Oh, yeah. They are really, really trying to expand the coffee culture in China. Because in China, you know, tea is part of the culture, and a lot of people drink tea, and you know, coffee is not really as common, at least like until recently. And Starbucks is trying to change that. Starbucks is trying to bring the Western culture, you know, the Starbucks culture, the coffee culture to China, and it's slowly introducing it in different cities. And yeah, I think for the last couple of years it has been their most successful market. They've been doing great over there. There's a lot of great, you know, coffee shops and, you know, great coffee culture in Japan, in Korea, and also in parts of Vietnam. But China, the Chinese market was not that big. But slowly but surely, Starbucks is working very hard to make that a reality. Okay, so coming up, we have something for our Dutch audience. I want to show you something. This building right here is the last remaining farmhouse in the city. This, my friends, is the Dijkman farmhouse, built by the Dutch in 1764. It is a museum. You can visit the museum for $3. You know, when it's open. It's only open, unfortunately, on Fridays and Saturdays. You can walk in and check it out. Michelle, that's a little bit of history for you. This is the last remaining farmhouse in the city. Built around 1784 by William Dijkman. The Dijkman Farmhouse Museum remains the last Dutch colonial farmhouse in Manhattan. Yeah, it was a prosperous farm of over 250 acres until the 1860s. Wow. And it is a National Historic Landmark. So, as I always say, there's a lot of historic landmarks throughout New York City. And when you visit those, you know that you are visiting part of history and national history. Many, many, many national historical sites are located in New York. So, this is the great thing about New York. See? National Historic Landmark, 1967. National Register of Historic Places, 1967. New York State Register of Historic Places in 1980. New York City Landmark in 1967. This is the last remaining farmhouse in the city. Yeah, unfortunately, it's only open twice a week. This is what it looks like. This is pretty much like a logistics center for farming. And until like the early 20th century, this whole area here was considered very, very rural. It was rural. But now, as you can see, things changed. And it's a sprawling city like any part of Manhattan. Joseph Hardaway. Well. How are you doing? I haven't seen you for a while. And you're wondering where New Yorkers get their gas, right? We got Citgo right there, right across the street. We don't have a lot of those, but we do. Here and there. There's Inwood Bar and Grill. PJ Wine and Liquor. That reminds me of those liquor and wine stores in California. I don't know if they are in other states. They probably are. I think it's called Bevmo, Bevmo. I think it's Bevmo, right? It kind of reminds me of Bevmo. It's not common to see a big like wine and liquor store like this one in New York City. It's not that common. Usually you find like the small ones or maybe like, you know, the medium-sized ones, and nothing like that one. That one is huge. One is like 2 stories. I think it's called Bevmo, right? Let me show you here. The Gilded Age Phoenix. Have you encountered any turds on the street yet? There's all kinds of things in New York. What is this? Oh, I see. Manhattan Gastroenterology Associates. This is doctor's office? You gotta be kidding me. Look at this nice place right here. This is doctor's office. There's a couple of doctors. Interesting. Foot doctor, gastroenterology, and physical therapy. Anyway. Oh, there's a dental office too. Greg Spell. Look at that. There's a real dentist over here. Betty Chandler is saying yes, Bevmo. Okay, I was right. I could have. I was like Bevmo. It's been a while. Oh hey, they closed. They closed, unfortunately. Directress Lady Tucker, thank you so much. Thank you for the continued support. Thank you so much, and thank you for the support via Cash App as well. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Lady Tucker from Michigan. Thank you. All right, so Indian Masala House is closed. We're not in business. And we got a little Napa Valley over here, but this one is Napa in the Heights. Napa in the Heights. A little winery, or not winery, pub. or bar, either one. Oh, before I forget, I think I gotta show you something that's so cool. Something that you guys might not have seen before when you came to New York City. I'm gonna show you. So this is the 207th Street station, 207th. This is the A train. This is the stop for the A train, and this is the last stop for the A train. If you ever heard the announcer say, "This is the last stop for the A train," this is what it is. This is at the start, right? And then this is the end, because this is the last station. This is the last station for the A train. It looks like. I'm gonna show you, because this is the end of Manhattan. It shows you this. At long last, this is the end. I think there's also a sign that says the last of Manhattan. Let me see if I can find it. Why is it so empty? It's so creepy. You know what? I think it's on the other side. I'm trying to remember because I haven't been to this neighborhood in ages. I'm just using my memories. I'm just using my memory for this one. I think it's on this side. Let's see. Greetings to you, Ricardo Holloway. There was something that said the last of Manhattan or something. Oh. My friend, which side does it have the Manhattan sign, like the end of Manhattan, the beginning of Manhattan? I know it's one of these entrances. I just couldn't remember which side. I think maybe...
Both sides of this is the end, this is the last stop.
That's true, that's true.
So you want to go up or down?
No, I just wanted to see a sign, like on the ground. There was something that said, like, the beginning of Manhattan, the end of Manhattan, something like... Shall see. I think it's over here. Can't remember which side it was. It's really cool, like it shows you it's the end of Manhattan. Oh, it was inside. Oh man. Okay, it's not by the door. I thought it was by the entrance. I couldn't remember exactly. Anyway, so this is the beginning and Ricardo, no. I am in Manhattan. I'm in Inwood, Manhattan. Oh, the trains are not running at this station today. No wonder. I'm like, it's so empty over here. This is to downtown and Brooklyn. This is where your journey will begin to go all the way to Queens. Michelle, yeah, so the trains are not stopping at this station. I believe they're stopping maybe somewhere down before 207th. This is the last stop on the A train, and they're not stopping here today. They're probably doing some type of work or something, who knows. There's always something crazy going on with the MTA. I can't even keep up anymore, to be honest with you. MTA is just, yeah. So the 207th is the last stop on the A train. So if they're not stopping, that means they're probably stopping somewhere at Dykeman or maybe somewhere further down, and then you either have to walk or you have to take the bus. They usually have a shuttle bus, to take you to and from places, if they have some type of interruption. Usually that's the case. So, yeah. That's what I always say, if you plan to be somewhere very important in New York City, plan in advance. Because anything can happen. Anything can happen. Especially on the weekends, they do a lot of work. So you will highly likely experience long delays. That's how it is. Got a little grocery spot over here. Let's see, you got mangoes, asparagus, oranges. I think the guy's from Turkey. I heard him speak Turkish. Lyndhurst, I'm hoping that you're still watching because I'm gonna show you something that you're gonna appreciate. So yeah, I was looking for a sign that said, last of Manhattan and then the beginning of Manhattan, but it's actually inside. So once you pay and get in, that's where you would see it. I thought it was, for some reason I thought it was by the main entrance, but obviously why would they put it there, right? You gotta protect it. And then over here we got Bunny Coffee. I'm hoping that it's open. I'm hoping, I'm praying. Oh, come on. Michelle is saying not to be rude. Is buying fruit on a stand like that safe? It depends, honestly. It depends on the location. It depends on a few things. But yeah, usually it's okay. I really. Oh, it's open. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you. Oh, I thought it was closed because the door kind of looked closed. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness, it is open. Well, maybe not. This is a church. This is Church of the Good Shepherd. Oh my goodness. Unfortunately, they turned off the lights. This is one of the most beautiful churches in the neighborhood, and it's open for most of the days, or most of the days of the week. But unfortunately, they turned off the lights. Greetings, Adriana. Yes, indeed. Beautiful church. This is Church of the Good Shepherd. It's a Catholic church. No, Ability. This one is Church of the Good Shepherd. Another church in the city. Judith, this is Church of the Good Shepherd. I wish they turned on the lights. I wish the lights were on. Greetings to you, Jim. Oh my goodness, that feels good. Thank God. We were able to get in because the door was like, usually it's open, but today it was closed like this. So I was like, hey, I don't think it's open. But then I was like, let me try anyway. Let me try my luck. And it turns out it was open. That is Church of the Good Shepherd. It is in Inwood, Manhattan. I believe this church was open in 1911. And let me show you how beautiful it is from the outside as well. Let me show you from a distance. And they have service both in Spanish and in English. And they have service throughout the day or throughout the week. I believe they have another service later tonight in around 8. That's stunning, right, Neil? This is the church. You're very welcome, Judith. I'm so glad I was able to show it to you. I was going to be disappointed if I didn't show you this one because this is one of the main reasons I came all the way to Inwood. This is the outside of the church. Yeah, so Mele, greetings to you. I saw you mentioned that, I've been here, I've been to this church before. No, this one is actually a different church. So the other church that I showed you where they have service in Tagalog is a different church. That one is near Bleecker Street, a different location. But yeah, over here they have service both in Spanish and English. But yeah, there's some churches, that have service in Spanish, English, French, Portuguese, Tagalog, and so on. This is the Church of the Good Shepherd, the Capuchin Franciscan of Good Shepherd. Look at that. And it is one of the churches that's open for most of the days of the week, the times and the days of the week, which is really, really awesome. As you know, most churches nowadays, they're barely open for different reasons. Anyway, there you go. Alright friends, so if you enjoyed that experience, give this video a like. Go ahead and click on the like. Click on the thumbs up sign. And share with one of your best friends or family. This is the outside of the church. Another entrance on the side. There's some really nice apartments all the way on the back side. Did you like that one, Adriana? I figured a few of you guys would appreciate it. I'm glad. This side is where the priests and deacons live. There's a little monastery over here. Man, I haven't been here for ages. I feel like a tourist right now in Inwood. I feel like a tourist over here. So on the back side, there's more apartments. And a school as well. There's a school that's part of the church. A nursery and primary school, that is. And then over there, there's Isham Park. There's a few parks in this neighborhood, by the way. There's a few parks. I know, Central Park gets, all the highlight, all the attention for obvious reasons. But know that there's a lot of parks in New York City. By the way, Central Park is not even one of the top 3 biggest parks in New York City. It's only number 5 in terms of size. Anyway, there's a Vietnam Veterans Memorial over here too. This little small plot. Joseph Hardaway saying, you said you feel like a tourist. Yeah, sometimes if you haven't been to a neighborhood in ages and months, then you go back and you're like, oh, I feel like I'm exploring again. Because if I'm not recording, if I'm not, streaming or something, I don't really, take the time, like what I'm doing right now to explore the city. I don't really have that kind of time. So whenever I get a chance to, explore the city and take my time and, check out places and whatnot, then yeah, feels like I'm being a tourist. And today's one of those moments because I haven't been to Inwood in a very, very long time. Oh, Jay Will, thank you so much for that information. Thank you. So Jay Will is saying that beam right there, that cross right there, came from the World Trade Center, from the 9/11 memorial site. This one right here. I did not know that. That's a good piece of information, my friend. Thank you, Jay Will. Jay Will. The metal beam shaped in the form of a cross came from the World Trade Center after 9/11. Interesting. Thank you for that. Adriana Rodriguez likes Prospect Park. But did you hear what happened at Prospect Park? Did you hear what they found at Prospect Park? They found a gator. That's right. They found a gator at Prospect Park. So I don't know if I would ever go to Prospect Park. Just saying. Just saying. I don't know if I want to mess with gators. I don't know. I thought I had to go to Florida to see gators, but apparently they're roaming around New York. I thought we only had, rats in New York and raccoons, but it seems like we have a lot more. This is Isham Street. We are on Isham and Broadway. Yeah, so whenever there's delays, whenever there's work, they put up a sign like this. There will be no transit at this station all weekend. Guess what? Usually whenever they do work, whenever MTA does work, it lasts a couple of days. So you have to take the bus to use the one train and take a free shuttle to 168. So either you get off 168 and walk all the way here if you want to come down here, or you take the free shuttle. But you guys have been walking with me for some time, right? So you're not even going to take the shuttle. You're probably going to walk for a couple of miles, right? What time is it right now? There's one bakery in this neighborhood that I like. Let's see. Let's see if it's still open. What time is it? Digital shadow? What does that mean? The gator was an abandoned pet at Prospect Park. What? You mean to tell me people in New York, with the little apartment space they have, they had gators as pets? Or they have gators as pets? A pet? No way. But apparently when they caught him, he had some like bathroom, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a piece of a bathroom, you know, like those plastic things. What are they called? The gauge? Inside a flush. Like inside the water tank in a bathroom. Apparently he had that in his body or in his mouth or something, or in his system. They were saying probably someone's pet that got too big to keep. What? They did not know that the gator was gonna get that big? Why did they think they got a Chihuahua? How do you buy a gator and not know that it's gonna get bigger? Or you just keep it, you know, for a couple of weeks or months, whatever, how long it takes until they get big, and then you just dump it into the public. What? How do you not know that it's gonna get that big? Ah, Greg Spow. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you for that, though. Najuma Brown is saying 420. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna show you a really, really nice bakery in this neighborhood. I don't know that many, but there's one that I like. It's called Chalk NYC. And again, I haven't been there for a while, but I'm thinking it's still good. They still got some good stuff, so we'll see. Greetings to you, Stansiu Paul. Ricardo, isn't that crazy? I mean, I've seen, you know, rats that are as big as dogs. I've seen raccoons. Yeah. And I've seen dogs that are, you know, as big as a little Mini Cooper. But a gator? All right, so this is Chalk NYC. And just like any bakery in New York City, if you don't come here as early as you possibly can in the morning, they sell out. So let's see what they have. And they make everything here fresh every single day. Hey, how you doing? How's it going? They make everything fresh. They have all kinds of pastries. Pistachio eclair. Ooh, everything looks good. And they also have chocolate cake, a velvet cake. And the prices are very, very good. Look at that. Valerie Rogers, tell me about it. They got all kinds of pastries. They have gift boxes. And again, they make everything here fresh every single day. I've tried their lemon cake. The lemon cake is good. I've tried some of their muffins and some of their marble cake as well. I've not tried their cherry tart. Anyway, this one looks very good. Okay, I'm gonna walk around and then come back. I'm gonna come back before they close. I think they close at 5. Oops. That is Choke NYC, Choco NYC, Chalk NYC, right there. It's on West 212th. So I'm gonna walk around really quickly and then come back and pick a pastry to go with my late lunch, early dinner. Adriana, the name of the business is Chalk NYC, CHOC NYC. Very fine place, right? Ricardo's saying it's like the guy in New York bought a tiger and grew in a regular cat, and the tiger got jealous and mauled him. Man, the things people do in New York is just... People pretend like we have a lot of space. People pretend like, you know, that we live in like, you know, 10, 20 acres at times. Like the size of, you know, some people's bedrooms is the size of a tiger, you know. I've seen some really, really, really tiny apartments, tiny places. And you mean to tell me there's people who are keeping gators as pets? It's crazy. The Liffey Bar, we have an Irish pub tavern right across the street, right there. Yuri Olivios, greetings. Mount Sinai Hospital. So now we're walking towards the tip of Manhattan. I just wanted to show you what it looks like. The end of Manhattan. And we have a few restaurants right across the street, sushi bars. It's like a funeral home. There's way too many smoke shops in the city nowadays. There's way too many. Oh, that restaurant is closed, man. Just everything is going out of business. Every other business is going out of business. And there's another historical site up that way. You see that hill right there? Mark Yasumatsu, doesn't it remind you of, what is that street? Lombardy Street? Kind of. You see that? Imagine if you lived up in that building right there. Imagine how many times you have to go up and down. You see that? Mark is asking, Rob, did you get a new umbrella yet? No, I have not. Not yet. I'm gonna wait a little bit and see if I can get another better one. The most unfortunate thing is, you know, I had a really nice umbrella, right? Which I got for New Year's. Remember that umbrella that I had to leave before getting in? So that was a totes. That was a totes umbrella. So Judith, I think you asked me that question and I forgot to respond the other day. I bought a totes bag. Or totes, I said totes bag. I bought a totes umbrella. And unfortunately, on New Year's Eve, I had to leave it at the door. Or I had to leave it by the side of the street because nobody was allowed to bring umbrella at the New Year's Eve event. So I had to throw it away. And that was like $70. Adriana Rodriguez, I'm not sure where the Joker steps are, actually. I've heard of them, but I honestly don't know where it is. This is Sunco right here. We're now walking towards the end of Manhattan. And you can say, yes, I have seen what the end of Manhattan looks like. See how different it is? A lot different than Midtown or Lower Manhattan, right? They don't get to show you this, but I'll get to show you. I get to show you the different parts of New York. The New York they never got to show you. This part is like a mix between, you know, I want to say like a mix between a rural town, like a new city, not a new city, but like an old city that's going through change, and like an industrial, like an abandoned industrial area. It's a mix of different things all in one, right? It's Kingsbridge Bus Depot, Transit Authority.
That's so much shit.
And that building right there is where the Columbia Cubs play. The Columbia Lions. No offense. I call them Cubs. But that is where the Columbia team plays. The Columbia football, Columbia tennis, Columbia soccer. This entire area right there, all the way to the end, belongs to Columbia University. Obviously, they don't have a space, you know, for this kind of facility in the city, so they had to get a cheap property away from Midtown Manhattan or Morningside Heights. I'm gonna have top doctors over here. Some of the athletes live, you know, somewhere down here. Also the coaches. That is the bus. That is the bus for Columbia team. That is the team bus. I'll show you what it looks like in a second. This is the Columbia team, baby. Columbia Athletics. They got a fine bus, right? I'll show you what the facility looks like. It's called Campbell Sports Center. A bit quiet right now, assuming they're not doing any training. But at least we get to see what the stadium looks like. This is pretty much the end of Manhattan, friends. Got the field hockey here. The main stadium is that way. Just one bus? No, they have a few buses. Oh, they have a few buses, my friend. Columbia got money. They have at least $10 billion in their endowment fund. Oh, Columbia University has a lot of money, my friend. I believe the endowment fund for Harvard University is over $40 billion. That's literally money they don't touch. Money that they invest to make more money to run the universities. And they keep adding to it, and they, you know, people donate, they get grants and so on. But yeah, and their endowment fund keeps growing. 10 billion. That's like the GDP of a couple of, you know, sub-Saharan African countries. Just one university. There you go. A little bit of history for our history fans. This is a tribute to George F. Baker, philanthropist, benefactor of American universities, donor of Bakerville to Columbia University. Erected in grateful appreciation by the Columbia Varsity C Club, June 1928. Are you walking to Yonkers? Oh no. Yonkers. So right across from this, you know, the end of Manhattan is the Bronx, and then Yonkers would be even further away from the Bronx. So not today. Maybe another time. This is the University Stadium, Columbia University. Stadium. Okay, everything is closed, unfortunately. And then there's the New York Presbyterian Hospital right across on the other side. And there's the softball stadium is down that way, or the softball training center. This is the field hockey. Ooh, you know what? Might be able to take a sneak peek on the side. I forgot about this little side over here. We don't need to go inside. We can just take a little sneak peek on the side. Valerie Rogers is saying, can you name the 5 boroughs of New York City? Absolutely. The first borough is Staten Island. This is the stadium. Manhattan, Bronx, Queens, and Manhattan and Brooklyn. Did I say Manhattan already? This is Robertson Field. I started with Staten Island because, you know, it's still up for debate if it's actually part of New York City. Look how beautiful this field is. Look at this baseball field. Look how beautiful, green, luscious, and manicured it is. See how beautiful it is? This, my friends, is Columbia baseball field. And the hockey field is right there. And the softball field to the left. Directress Lady Tucker saying heavy winds. But the mic is helping, right? I don't have, you know, I don't have the latest of you know, the mic versions. So it does what it can, but maybe not the best. Oh, Directress Lady Tucker, you asked a question earlier, which I forgot to respond to. In terms of DC, I'm thinking, going to DC later this month. We'll see how it goes. I'm still, you know, looking for some affordable accommodations and whatnot. Continue to, you know, checking prices for Amtrak, seeing the best times, the best days, and so on. Trying to match everything and make it happen. But yeah, I would like to go to DC sometime this month, later this month if possible. We'll see. DC has gotten super expensive these days, man. DC used to be on the affordable side. Nowadays, oh man, DC prices have gone up, have doubled, tripled. It's crazy. I used to go to DC like 2-3 times a year because it's a short ride from New York City. And I used to have a lot of friends there, and then after the pandemic, a lot of them moved to California, moved to other places. So yeah, I don't go as often. But looking at the prices now, man, hotel prices quadrupled. At least, you know, the train prices to the you know, haven't gone up as much, luckily. So we'll see. Super expensive. Right? Human hysteria. Imagine you are already in Virginia and you can technically, you know, possibly drive there back and forth, right? Imagine if you had to come from California or another state. Ooh, look at this beauty right here. You know, one thing that blew me away, these types of trucks are very popular in Australia. I had no idea. Apparently out in the outbacks, they love American cars, especially the trucks. Cheryl NY is saying I took the Amtrak 17 hours one time to Atlanta. Whoa. Was it one of those sleeper trains? Or was it a regular train? Greetings to you, Alexandria Goyne. I used to live in DC. I see. It got too expensive and you had to move maybe? That's what a lot of people have been saying, that, you know, DC has gotten so expensive over the years, and the past couple of mayors didn't help with that. They made it worse. Right? No, I've never done a sleeper train. No, I know about it, but no, I've never done. I have never been on a sleeper train. I have slept on a train. I don't know if that counts. Because there was this time when I took Amtrak from San Jose, I think it was to somewhere in California. Can't remember. It was a long time ago. But yeah. The train broke down in the middle of nowhere, and we pretty much had to spend the night there. And it was a nightmare. We couldn't get out. We couldn't do anything. We were literally stuck in the train for pretty much the whole night. And they're like, oh, you know, we have to get the part from a different place, and that's going to take some time, and you know, once they get here, they have to fix it. They have to detach that car that has a problem, and they have to, you know, replace it with a different one, and so on. So yeah. Okay, so friends and family, we have made it to the end of Manhattan. We are at the tip of Manhattan, and then if we look across, it's gonna be the Bronx. Right across would be the Bronx, Marble Hill, Bronx. I'm literally at the end of Manhattan. Oh, Michelle, I wouldn't blame you. A lot of people went crazy. If that happened to me today, I think I would have gone crazy. But back in the day, I had a lot of patience. Now I don't think I have that much patience. I'm like, I'm too old for this crap. Yeah, when I was a teenager, I mean, I was fine with it. I was like, oh, this is an adventure. It's not a problem at all. It's okay. It happens. No, they did not feed us. They didn't have enough food. Just because they were heading to a destination and, you know, broke down, and they were not planning, you know, for that at all. It was not part of their plan. Their plan was to just, you know, get us to a station and drop us off and, you know, go back to their next destination. That was the plan. So, friends and family, that Target right there, that is the biggest Target that we have in the area. So most of the Target locations that you see in the city are literally Even though they look big, they are what they call, I think, forgot their name, but they're like the mini Target versions. But the one that you're seeing right across from us, across the river right there, across the Harlem River, that one is the biggest Target. And if you go there, you're probably gonna need an entire day. It's huge. That's huge. By the way, I'm gonna let you guys in a little secret for those of you who like to go to Starbucks. If you go to a Starbucks location inside Target, let's say you go inside and buy a drink, you know, you go around, do a little bit of shopping, you can go back and get a refill. So that the Starbucks locations inside a Target have a different rule than those outside. Just FYI. Okay, this is 9th Avenue and West 220th Street. So now you can say you have seen the end of Manhattan. That's Broadway right there. That bridge will connect to the Bronx, which we'll get to another time. I miss being a kid. I miss going to school. Being an adult sucks, man. I wanted to grow fast and become an adult, you know? And guess what? There's no fun about being an adult, except traveling and seeing different cities. There's nothing exciting about it. It would be the southern part of the Bronx. So yeah, we are literally at the tip of Manhattan. We are in Inwood. Inwood is the tip of Manhattan. What are these kids doing in school on a Sunday? Yeah, so the Target location, I'm sorry, the Starbucks location. YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah.
What's your YouTube channel?
Walk, Ride, Fly.
Okay.
It's streaming, yeah. Have a good one. Walk, Ride, Fly. This is Broadway. This is the bridge that will connect you to the Bronx. Ed Potke, no, I didn't grow up in New York. I've only been in New York for about 5.5 years, almost 6 years. And during that time, there were periods where I went away for some time, for a couple of months, because of work here and there, back in the day. To grow up is a trap. Tell me about it. Valerie would have saying they can't spell it? No. Really? Think so? If I walk this bridge, I will end up in the Bronx and Marble Hill, and then go to the other sides of the Bronx. I think Jennifer Lopez is from Marble Hill, isn't she? Greg Spouse saying, when you find your soulmate, you'll change that attitude. Interesting. Think so? I don't know. A lot of people say that. Isn't that funny? Isn't it funny that we find the California license plates anywhere? Yeah, friends, as I always say, you would at least see One California license plate in some part of New York, at least New York. Yeah, that guy was dragging his dog, huh? But yeah. J-Lo, yeah, she's from the Bronx and she's from Marble Hill. But apparently she's not a good person. Apparently she treats her employees and people really, really, really bad. Everybody that worked with her, everybody that knows her, says the same thing. That she's really mean. One lady was telling a story about, you know, I think one of her husbands, one of her boyfriends, God knows who, left a $300 or $400 tip for some little snack or food or something. And then she went back and took most of the money. She's like, why would you do that? Why would you tip that much? So yeah. Apparently that's the type of person she is. She got that diva syndrome, I guess so. Let me see if my Michelle is saying, well, she definitely wears the pants with Ben Affleck, right? She must be. I don't really follow, you know, celebrities. I honestly have a really hard time idolizing celebrities and, you know, all these, you know, influencers and things like that. It's just, no, not at all. The less you know about celebrities, the better it is. Adriana's saying I was going to buy her products, not anymore. Well, I don't wanna take, you know, business away from her, but from what I've learned, she is not a good person to her employees and, you know, to people who interact with her unless they're celebrities. That's what I heard. Anyway, organic and natural products. Let's see. They got cassava, yam, platanos. You can also do recycling over here. Emma did not know who Jennifer Lopez is. And you were surprised that I did not know Van Dyke? What was his name? Van Dyke? Something Van Dyke? And you were surprised that I didn't know who he was, huh? Greetings to you, ray of sunshine. So, friends and family, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, to share with friends, and tomorrow I have something special for you all. A little hidden gem in Midtown Manhattan, which I'll be showing, or maybe Lower Manhattan. I'm going to show you a couple of hidden gems. So make sure today's numbers look good so that we can see each other tomorrow. That's how it's going to work. Because that way I know you guys are liking this experience. Truly, truly appreciating the walks in New York City, walks outside of the main touristy areas into the woods. And luckily today we were in Inwood. So make sure to take a few seconds and give this video a thumbs up and share with a friend. And also, yeah, if you got something out of it, you know, they've enjoyed today's walk, anything. It takes a few seconds to give a like. Let's see if I can get some pastries from that store, from that bakery. And if you go all the way down here, you will go to, hey, there's another Columbia bus right here. Let me show you guys. This is another bus, another Columbia Athletics bus. So as I going to say, if you go down this way, all the way down, you'll end up at a yard. At a train yard where they fix trains, where they throw away old trains and all that stuff. You know, sometimes you're wondering, like, where do all these trains go once they're, you know, out of use, out of commission? And they take them all the way down here. If you walk to the end of this street right here, or maybe just go straight on 10th Avenue, you'll be able to see it. Anytime, Michael, anytime. Wonder if those gangster geese are in the selfie booth by now, causing complete chaos. They're probably destroying that grass. Did you see the way they were eating? Oh my Lord. And this is La Zamila smoke shop. Interesting. So many smoke shops here. All right, friends and family, I want to say thank you to the mods. We're going to keep walking for a little bit. I also want to say thank you to those who supported the channel today with super chats. And friends, if you do want to support the channel, you can do so with the few options in the description below. You can find the description under the video or any of my recent videos. You can find all the details in the description below. Hey, love to everybody. You know that song? I forgot the title. Sech. The guy's name is Sech. He's from Panama. He's a very popular reggaeton singer. Thank you. Thank you, Judith Hinton, Naisa Brooks. Thank you for joining in. Adriana Rodriguez. I see Philippians 4:13. I was on 10th Avenue. Now I'm back to Broadway. Thank you, Schneider Wise, Emma in Montana, Neil Bell. Exotic snacks? I guess so. That's what they have. Devil's lettuce. They probably have some high-end oregano. You know. All that kind of stuff. Thank you for joining in, Z. Tanya Sotelo, I'm just seeing it right now. I love watching the videos of the different boroughs. Yeah, so today we are still in Manhattan, but I got the chance to show you a different part of Manhattan that you normally don't see. I'm glad I was able to do that, especially the church and the park, you know, a few of the places that I know, and, you know, a couple of new places as well. So I am happy I was able to do that. We have accomplished it today, and this park right here, right across from, right in front of us is Isham Park. You see how many parks we have in New York? During the cherry blossom season in the spring, my friends, all these parks are gonna look amazing. And then if you continue walking for a few blocks, you get to Fort Tryon Park. That is where you'll find the Met Cloister, the museum that I told you about. And as always, if you have a Bank of America card, make sure, make sure to see if you can get into the museum without, well, no, free, without paying. If it's the first week of the month, and if you have a Bank of America card, you might be able to get in for free. I was able to see a lot of museums in the city that way. And there's no limit to it, so within one weekend, you could go to 5-6 museums if you wanted to, if you can, if you have the time. And I got into all those museums for free. All right, lots of construction here, some historic landmarks, you know, there's some type of preservation, but to the most part, there's not a whole lot of new construction. Giacomo Vincenzo. Ciao, bene. Greetings. All right, so friends and family, again, thank you so much to all of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking part in this Sunday afternoon adventure in Inwood, the northernmost tip of Manhattan. Thank you for being here. I might get a almond croissant. We'll see. Oh, they are closing. They are closing. Gotta hurry up. I gotta hurry up, and I gotta grab something. A little bit of country in the middle of the chaos of the city, right? Who would have guessed this would be in New York City? Look how different it is. Because they always show you the skyscrapers and the shiny buildings, right? Central Park and Times Square and all that. You got a new stuff. Thank you for joining in, Barb Filer, Thomas Calason from Winter Haven, Florida. Thank you for joining. Michelle, Neil, Judith Hinton, Renee Zakari, Karina Thompson, Marcus Watts, Alex Monte. Have a blessed the weekend and the week as well. Same to Cindy Vandeli, Anna Kubach, Human Hysteria. All right, friends, if the numbers today don't look good, we might not be able to see each other tomorrow. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and to share with a friend on Facebook, text message, on anything. All right. Have a good one, John. Julio, Karina Thompson, who did I forget? Z, Jonas B, Adriano Rodriguez, Ray of Sunshine, Joseph Hardaway, Michael G, Valerie Rogers, Jarrell, New York, Emma, Texas, Techmer, I guess, Andrea Nguyen. All right, friends and family, I gotta end it here. Gotta get some food. Anyway, take care. Have a good one, OT Sinks. My bad. I missed you. Have a good one, Stefano in London. Oh my goodness, how did I miss somebody from London? Take care, Big Skirl, and Kathy Lee as well. Giacomo Vincenzo, Philippians 413. Take care, everybody. Until next time, signing off from West 212th Street and Broadway in Manhattan. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Renee Zakari, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Renee Zakari. Almost pressed end. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Have a good one, friends.